Hello and welcome back to the West Ham Network. This is your Hammers Headlines in association with our good friends over at Knees Up Mother Brown, KUMB.com. Great yourselves across there, fantastic website, and of course, a fantastic forum as well with West Ham fans with many opinions from all over the world getting involved in that forum. So get across there and check it out. Now, as we always do, we bring you some of the stories coming out of West Ham. I couldn't tell you the amount of videos we do on a daily basis with relation to links and updates from within the club, squad updates, fixture updates, you name it, previews, reviews. It's all coming your way. And today doesn't change because the first story up for you is this one here. Yes, you have heard me right. Yes, you can see that right. Yes, you can see a picture of him there. Is it going to be Lingard 3.0? Jesse Lingard has returned to West Ham only as things stand to train only. Now, what we do know is that the 30-year-old has enjoyed a very close relationship with David Moyes from their spell working together back in 2021. And Lingard did play some of the best football whilst he was on loan at West Ham from Man United, scoring 9 goals in 16 appearances, scoring more in 4 months than he did in the whole season during his time at Old Trafford. And when Lingard did come to the end of his contract with Manchester United last year, West Ham did try and negotiate and sign him, but couldn't find an agreement. Lingard left to join Nottingham Forest in a lucrative 1-year contract, but he did struggle to make any form of impact at Forest. Although now a free agent again, he has still to find a club, but Moyes has offered him the chance to work with old teammates and also to build up his fitness. But what makes this really interesting is West Ham reportedly haven't denied that if things work out, they would potentially look at a short-term contract with no obligations, but a short-term contract could be up for grabs for Jesse Lingard. Now, he has had offers from Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the MLS, but has still to find an opportunity that feels right. What we do know about Jesse Lingard is he likes to stay potentially on the British Isles, at least be close to his family as much as we possibly can. Now, West Ham are working hard behind the scenes to potentially look at bringing in more recruits, whether or not that is as a replacement for Lucas Paqueta or in alongside Lucas Paqueta. Obviously, I did a video on Kudos earlier on. Go and check that out from Ajax, where West Ham are entering negotiations with the club of Ajax to bring the Ghanaian international to the club. But would West Ham look at even remotely entering the world of Jesse Lingard back at the London Stadium? I know some of the fans will be going absolutely cuckoo with regards to this one, but let me know by putting it in the comments below, because it genuinely could be an option for us moving forward. Next up is a player that I do believe West Ham should go for and has been a target of West Ham, Dominic Solanke, who of course got off his Premier League start to the season really well by scoring a goal against West Ham, pouncing onto that deflected ball and slotting the ball past Alfonso Areola to make it 1 each against West Ham at the weekend. Now, West Ham have reportedly put him up there as one of the targets that they're very, very keen to bring in. I do like him. I think he's got a lot of Premier League experience. He's 25 years old. And last season, he got 13 goal contributions in the Premier League, standing out as one of Bournemouth's best performing players by average of match rating, according to a lot of those match rating sites online. Solanke bagged 6 goals and 7 assists and contributed well in Bournemouth's secure survival on the Premier League. And he also attempted more shots at goal per 90 than any of his other teammates. Now, I really rate this guy. He works his socks off. You cannot deny that whatsoever. And when you've got a player like that who can be reasonably important in front of goal, if you put some people in there who can put the ball onto his head or into the box, but he does work hard as well. He does drop in deep, he does drop back, and he does get involved in the game. He's a player that I could see West Ham tempting Bournemouth with if you offered a decent amount of money for him. I think he would be a very, very good replacement for Scamacca, for Haller, for all the unnamed players that have never settled at West Ham, but he would have the Premier League experience and the knowledge to be able to step up to the plate as well. So put your comments in and let me know your thoughts there. Now, listen, this is one I'm not so sure will go through, but it has been reported that Lazar Samardzic is supposedly going to be joining Inter Milan, but that looks like it's fallen through from Udinese in the Serie A. But West Ham have been looking at the player, have scouted the player, and we've been linked to the Serbian international. But we thought that deal was all over when he was going to join Inter Milan. But that deal looks like it has gone out the window. The 21-year-old even went and passed his medical test, but the negotiation between the two clubs came at a snail's pace, and therefore the deal is looking likely that it will collapse. And I think it's the player's dad that's making more substantial requests, both on commissions and on the wages, and Inter Milan have no intention of taking further steps. Well, West Ham have been observing the player, but have yet to make an official move. Udinese are also starting to get annoyed with the irritation of sudden change of plans, given that the Serie A is about to kick off, and that's right. It's the correct kind of manner to be in as well. But I'm not so sure that this one is a realistic one. But it's Hammer's Headlines. I've got to bring the stories to you, and that's what I will do. Put your comments in and let me know your thoughts on that potential deal as well. But listen, finally, there's been a Saudi link that won't go away. It's been another story of another exit for another West Ham player heading out the door. An unnamed Saudi club have reportedly made a 2-year contract offer to West Ham forward Mickey Antonio. Now, he could be looking at potentially doubling or sometimes even trebling his rumours as well. Now, apparently there's an offer, which is a fee for the team, for the West Ham, of about £10 million, which is for the 33-year-old, I think, the right kind of value for what he is capable of doing. But who knows? Who knows what could happen? But he could go out there and get some generational wealth for himself. He could be earning well over 100k a week, and you just never know what he could, like potentially 200k a week tax free. I mean, can you really knock back that money at the age of 33 in modern day football? What's Moyes' plan for him? What's his plan? Does he want to be at the club? Who knows? You put it in the comments. You let me know your thoughts of a potential exit for Antonio. There you go. A couple of stories for you, but I suppose the biggest one really is Lingard 3.0. He's training at the club. Will he be coming back to the club on a short-term deal? Listen, if things all go right, there is a potential option, so you have to bear with it. And do you know what? If West Ham decide to do it and Moyes decides to do it, got to back the system. You might not like it, but shit happens. Did you like when Craig Dawson came? You didn't. It doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's wrong. We just have to wait and see. If they fit in, it's the right model, then so be it. But we'll wait and see. Anyway, there's your short, sharp, knees up, Mother Brown, Hammer's Headlines. Take it easy, everyone. And of course, come on, you